What were your expectations before coming to Alaska?
I have never been to Alaska in general, so I was really hoping to see as much as I could so that I could use that information when putting the programs together.
I was so blown away. The caliber of the accommodations, the food, the activities, they were amazing.
No, I have not been here before, and my expectations were basically to see if it would accommodate high-end incentives for my group. It was wonderful.
So Met exceeded your expectations.
It exceeded.
Oh, they were exceeded, absolutely exceeded, because the way the program has been executed, it was just on point. It was very well done. We saw a lot, we learned a lot, and I think it was an excellent execution.
Oh, it's been a very long time since my last visit to Anchorage, and so I had a lot of questions coming in about whether they could meet the needs of a high-end incentive group of demanding clients, and whether they could deliver the high-level service that my clients needed.
I really didn't know what to expect, so I kept my expectations fairly low, which made it really easy to exceed them time and time again. The experiences this group put together was incredibly curated, spot on for the group, and really works well for incentive groups, especially when you have a variety of people at different activity levels. There was really something for everyone to be able to participate and be a part of the group.
My personal expectations, I was just expecting Alaska to be beautiful based on everything that I heard. But my work expectations, I was really looking to see if I can bring any kind of groups that I have, my incentive groups, to Alaska. I was just really wanting to see what it had to offer because it's kind of been known as like that faraway land. So really just trying to bring them and see what the magic is really about. So really excited to be here.
So I watch a lot of survivor shows, so my expectation was kind of at the level like, okay, this is really hardcore, and I wanted to know how will that translate if you were to bring someone, a group, a people that is not as hardcore as some of those shows. And I was pleasantly surprised to see that there's so many different activities for so many different levels, so you don't have to be like a hardcore survivalist to thrive in Alaska. You can do something that regular people do, and that was fantastic. It was a great revelation to find out that that's possible no matter what your skill set level is or your level of fitness or ability.
So would you call Alaska approachable?
Absolutely, definitely approachable.
This was my first time coming to Alaska. I've never been here before. I expected it to be all the things everyone else thinks it's going to be. Cold and freezing and snow everywhere, and I was very pleasantly surprised with the weather and how delightful it was and how easy to get around everything was.
Last question is, what surprised you the most during your visit?
I mean, everything is beautiful, everything is scenery, everything is nature, but having said that, the effect of nature and the weather has on everything you put together.
The scenery, the warm welcome reception, and the group itself was absolutely perfect. It was just a great experience overall.
Kind of goes back to that first question for me. Really feeling like it's faraway land, that it's this magical place that no one can get to. Just coming here, kind of like revealed itself for me. It kind of pushed those blinds aside for me. Very, very easy to get to.
Well, one of the big concerns I had was, I have a diverse range of ages, but we were able to see such a wide range of activities that fit every age and activity level, so people could go out and find something that met every need. Cultural, active, and the scenery and the natural beauty just knocked my socks off. It was just beautiful.
What was something that you did that exceeded your expectations?
Well, as my first time in Alaska and my first time flying on a helicopter ride, that was definitely my top experience. And flying over glaciers and just landing on a glacier that's been there thousands of years, and then getting to taste the glacier. So that was fantastic.
I went ATVing. I did not think I could, and it ended up being the highlight of my trip.
Yeah, my favorite activity was by far getting in a helicopter, landing on a glacier, and drinking glacier melt water fresh. It was epic. I can't think of anywhere else in the world that I do that aside from Antarctica maybe.
How was the weather, and was there enough daylight?
Definitely enough daylight. Now we were here in August. Fabulous timing to be here. It's amazing. So I enjoyed that part.
The weather was actually perfect. I mean, not cold, not hot. It was just perfect. Perfect.
In the evenings, it was cool, let's say 40s to 50s. During the day, it was 60s to 70s. So it was great. Like I was in a t-shirt at some times and I was wearing a sweatshirt in the evenings. It was perfect for me.
Oh, the weather for me, the weather was great. You just layer up, layer is the key to being here. But being here in August, the weather was perfect.
Last question. You talked about overpacking. Did you learn anything about how well prepared the activity organizers are around gear?
Absolutely. I mean, they did have the ability for you to rent on site or just get layers on. If you didn't pack enough, you could do that at each adventure place. And I definitely took advantage of some of those ATVing, and I didn't want to get my own clothes dirty. They had everything ready for me to just use their stuff and just leave it, so I don't have to deal with it. Every single place was uber duper prepared for that.